You talk about the excitement level for SummerSlam. I have said on this show that the build hasn't been great, but the build these last couple weeks I think has been on point. Especially, and this is where I want to start this morning, Bully, especially with Cody. I got to tell you this. We had high hopes. I think it was off to a tremendous start. Elimination Chamber, when Cena turned, I think was a memorable, great moment. But as you always preach, Bully, it's all about the follow-up. I don't think the follow-up with Cena has been great. I don't think Cena's been great on the mic. I don't think Cena's been great in the ring. And I don't think there's been enough of Cena. So I think a lot of fans are just hoping that come SummerSlam, Cody wins that championship back. We see Cena turn babyface, and then we get to cheer Cena on the rest of this run before we get to his retirement in December. I know I ask a lot of you, and it's grades in the meter from scale to 1 to 10. But when you look at this Cena heel turn and what we've seen since the turn at Elimination Chamber to what we're going to get at SummerSlam, has this turn from Cena for you, has this been successful?
Yes, on both of them.
But you have to do something with John Cena. The clock is ticking. Time is running out. I thought you could end this run as a heel, but I just don't think it's working enough to do that. And now as we're getting closer, I feel like there needs to be a change with John Cena. It doesn't feel, you know what, Bully? The best thing I can say is it doesn't feel authentic. Just doesn't feel authentic to me.
Something that we talked about a while ago on the show. If, for some reason, you never know, the final boss decided to come back, and Cody and John together were able to thwart the final boss, a la Vader and Luke working together to destroy the Emperor, you could make it work.
God, when you said that, I was like, Vader? When did Vader turn? Like, I wasn't thinking Star Wars. I was thinking, like, Big Vader.
Who's the man? Big Van Vader.
All right, here's the thing, Bully.
I mean, I know that's no.
I don't think it is, Bully. I don't think it is.
It's a crazy idea, but it's not as crazy as it sounds.
It's
kind of like as crazy as my Goldberg idea that you all jumped on me for and then got 1 million fucking views on. But I digress. Keep going.
But I said it differently. All right, so here's the thing.
Without giving me credit. But keep going.
But back to Cody and Cena. Here's the thing, Bully. It's a street fight. We're getting a street fight. Street fight opens up a lot of possibilities. Okay? What do you usually see in a street fight when it comes to the heel? Some kind of outside interference. You know, like some pal or some tag team partner. Who's the only person that can fight by Cena's side? The only person that he has aligned himself during this whole run has been The Rock. That's the only person. There's nobody else that has aligned himself with John Cena. So as soon as I heard street fight, Bully, soon as I heard that, I was like, that leaves it open for some kind of outside interference. The only person that could why have a street fight? Why are we having a street fight if we're not going to see somebody appear this weekend in that match?
Well, I mean, listen, they can still make it a street fight to take away, the credibility of just a regular match. Gives them the bells and whistles to play with, the announce tables, ladder, fight all over the place. It just gives them more room, to have fun. Also, if you know that it's going to be Cena and Cody in a street fight, you might want to see it out of curiosity. But I do agree with you. It opens the door for the run-in. And we're talking about how do we turn John Cena babyface? How do we keep Cody a babyface? They do have one thing in common, and that's The Rock. And there's been, at least I've seen them, little tiny hints from John little moments in time where John has seemed torn to me, where I'm like, is John thinking about turning himself back babyface? So I can definitely see where The Rock appears again, and The Rock orders John to destroy Cody, and now John has his moment of truth moment, where he's like, no, this is wrong. I'm not going to destroy him. We are going to destroy you because you're the problem here. And they can finally wrap up that story in the middle of a ring and put it to bed, as opposed to The Rock saying what he said on Pat's show, on McAfee's show. That's what I would like to see. I think the entire WWE universe would love that. No Travis Scott, none of these other people. The final boss, The Rock. John Cena has a sledgehammer in his hand. It's not going to be a sledgehammer. I'm just spitballing here. Has a sledgehammer in his hand and is about to take that sledgehammer to Cody Rhodes' head, and the final boss comes out. Because John is having, should I do it? Should I not do it? Should I do it? Should I not do it? Here comes the final boss, says, do it. You do it. You destroy Cody Rhodes. You blah, blah, blah. And John has that moment where he takes that sledgehammer, he cracks The Rock with it. Cody gets up. They both take The Rock. They throw him over the top. What? You get my point. They destroy The Rock together. I think that would be great.
And it's funny, as you're talking, like you said, hey, it's a street fight, so you can have tables, you can have chairs, and there's going to be a TLC match at SummerSlam with the tag teams. And most likely, from looking at the amount of matches that have been booked, that match most likely will be the same night as the street fight. So...
And I'll even go a step further with this. Once again, this will never happen. But you want to get a holy shit moment? You want 50,000 people standing on their feet in complete wide-eyed amazement because they can't believe what they're seeing? Hit Triple H's music. Put Hunter in the middle of the ring face-to-face with The Rock because of the underlying story of the tension. We don't know about this on television, but we've seen enough backstage footage where The Rock has told Triple H to F off, or we've heard some spattering of things. Could you imagine Triple H and The Rock face-to-face for a moment?
And listen, it doesn't need to get physical because we know Triple H, he has health issues, and we don't want to see him do anything that's gonna hurt him physically. But you don't even have to get physical. It could just be that face-off. But man, I love what you're saying in the fact that, but you would need The Rock for that to happen. Like, I can't think of a situation where it works in any other way other than The Rock, because that ties up the story, that finishes the story that we started at Elimination Chamber.
And if The Rock was there, and if you wanted to layer this up, and let's say Triple H doesn't come out, you hit Roman's music. Because Roman and The Rock face-to-face is just as big as anything else. Roman, The Rock, Cody, Cena, all standing in a ring. My God, what a visual that is at SummerSlam. There's a lots of ways to go about it, but how do we keep Cody a babyface? How do we turn John back babyface? It really is The Rock, because the way The Rock went away was not good. It didn't do any favors for the characters, and it most certainly didn't do any favors for the story. Here's an opportunity to button this all up. And if you button it up, you could always turn around and say, we knew what we were doing the whole time. Of course you did.
And The Rock could say, yeah, LaGreca, I worked you. It was all a work.
Right.
We knew
this was all the plan.
This was the plan all along. And you know what? Honestly, fans are going to think, and if The Rock came out, The Rock would get booed. Because of what The Rock has done to the WWE Universe since Elimination Chamber, not showing up at WrestleMania, he would get booed. So any physicality that Cody or Cena especially does on The Rock is going to get a standing ovation from 50,000 fans in New Jersey at MetLife Stadium. But we'll see if that's what we get coming up this weekend at SummerSlam Bowl.
And maybe we're totally off. Maybe this is not the plan at all, but it sounds like a great idea, doesn't it?